356 zero array transformation 2. So this problem is similar to zero array transformation 1. If you've already solved that problem, so this problem is going to become a little bit easier. So the problem is that we're going to have a brute force problem if we directly use the same idea. Yeah. So because the length of the nums array is 10 to the power 5 and the query's length is also 10 to the power 5, so if the time complexity is n squared, definitely it didn't work. So what are we going to do? We're going to use the same idea, but we're going to use the binary search with difference array. So definitely we're going to use something excuse me, something we're going to call it a difference array. Let me just define a check function. Yeah, so this is inside of the check function, it's going to be the difference array. Why we can use binary search? Because it is dependent on how many queries we use. Definitely, if we use more queries, it is more easily we can get the answer. So by using this idea, we can use the binary search to get this answer. So let's just do some preparations. So we're going to define the length of the nums array. It's going to be n, and L and R are going to be the left and the right pointer, and I'm going to prepare a result. So the left pointer going to become 0, and the right pointer going to become length of the queries, and the result I'm going to set it as -1, because if it cannot find it, we're going to return a -1. Now we can directly write the binary search. Yeah, m going to equal to L plus R divided by 2. So now we're going to use the check function. If check function with m, it is possible. So we're going to update the result, going to equal to m, and r going to equal to m minus 1. So this is my basic pattern, and L going to equal to m plus 1. Finally, we're going to return the result. Yeah. Now what comes inside is the problem 1, zero array transformation 1. We're going to put it inside of the check function. So here we're gonna have the threshold, which is going to be m. Yeah. So let's just use the difference array. So for f, it's going to be 0 times n plus 1. Yeah. Now we're going to check all the queries. So for a, b, and v inside the queries, but we don't need to check all of them. We just need to check the here we're going to use m. Yeah. For example, if m equals to 1, it means we're gonna check the first query. If m equals to 2, we're gonna check the first 2 queries. If m equals to 3, we're gonna check all those 3 queries. So this is why we're gonna use the binary search idea, because in this way the time complexity is gonna be n log n, and it's gonna pass for this problem. Yeah. Now let's just continue. So the difference array idea is that fa gonna plus equal to v, and here we're gonna use fb plus 1. It's gonna be minus equal to v. Here we're gonna use n minus 1, n plus 1. This is because we are using the difference array. So after calculating the f, let's just prepare the pre-accumulated array. It's gonna be accumulate with the f. Yeah. Now we're gonna check all the values in zip of the prefix array and the nums array. So if O a more than b, more than or equal to b, for ab in zip, yeah, let's just copy it. For ab, yeah, if all of them, if all the elements is inside A is more than B, so definitely it is possible. We're gonna return a true. Otherwise, we're gonna return a false. Yeah, maybe you don't understand here, but basically this is just the zero array transformation 1. If you don't understand it, try to check my video for zero array transformation 1, or try to solve the problem of zero array transformation 1. If you solved it, definitely you're gonna understand the coding from here. So let me just explain a little bit about it. Yeah. So we are starting from the zero array. Yeah. And then we're gonna use the difference array idea. Maybe after the first 2 queries, what's gonna happen is maybe this is a 2, this is a 2, this is a 2. Yeah. Now the nums array, this is a 2, this is 0, and this is a 2. Yeah. if all the element inside our prefix array is more than the element inside the nums array, so definitely it means it is possible. So this is the greedy idea. So definitely we're going to use it this way. Yeah, because we can choose the maximum value of a. By using this greedy idea, if it is possible, so definitely we're going to return a true, otherwise it's going to be a false. Now let me just run it. As you can see, it works. Now let me just submit it. As you can see, it passed all testing cases and it's pretty fast. So I pretty much like this problem because we learned two techniques in Leetcode. So one is the difference array, another is the binary search to find an answer. I think basically that's all about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.